Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the match preview. Tottenham Hotspur versus Arsenal. Well, actually, Arsenal versus Tottenham. Since it's their home. But we are going to be talking about, all the history of this match. The big debate of whether who will finish above this season, and most importantly, what the game is going to offer to us. It's going to be an absolute belt of a game. So, hope you all enjoy. Let's run the intro, and we'll be back in a second.
Here's Lucas Moura. Oh, they did it! I cannot believe it! Lucas Moura with the last kick of the game. Oh my God! We are back! We are back in the Champions League!
How are we doing, guys? How are we doing? Good to see loads of you in here. Why do I always say loads? Lots of you in here. We're going to be talking about lots of stuff to do with Tottenham Hotspur and the Arsenal game. So if anyone wants to join, number one, this is the link to join. So what's up, Alexander Hilton? How are you doing? This is the link to join. So you just need to press on the link and you will automatically be joined to the live stream. And I just want to hear your thoughts regarding Tottenham Hotspur versus Arsenal fixture. It's going to be a big one. The history regarding this does not really suit us since it's lots of it is in their favour in terms of the winning percentage. But let's go through a couple of the important bits of the match. So first of all, we start off with Tottenham played 191 games against Arsenal. Arsenal do come up against Tottenham and they are ahead with 191 with the 61 wins. Yes, it's 79 wins. Sorry, for Arsenal. That's a hell of amount of wins, and 61 for Tottenham. So not terrible. Since if you think about it, Arsenal have been such a huge team past decade. They've been huge, and Tottenham 61 wins is not terrible, but 51 draws. That's also quite a lot of draws. But the derbies are absolutely insane. I mean, you look at all sorts of angles of the derby. You got the famous Jan Vertonghen versus Oliver Giroud. You got Pochettino going there. You got Adebayor. You got Harry Kane, top goal scorer of the North London derby. So you got a lot into this game. But the most important features of this game is that both teams have been unbeaten. I mean, Arsenal haven't really been. Have only been beaten once since the beginning of the game, and both the teams are coming into the game in a magnificent form. Arsenal have only been beaten once this season. Spurs are yet to lose. Now, if there is a game that we are going to lose, it's probably this game, unfortunately for us. But I believe we're going to go in strong. I'm not going to say we're going to win, but I believe we can go into it strong. If we go into it in the mind thinking, we can change this game around no matter what happens. That's the mentality we need to bring in. That's the mentality Antonio Conte needs to bring when he comes to play Arsenal. We look at Arteta versus Antonio Conte last season, and Arteta Spursy it or bottled it, however you want to call it, at the end of the season. So maybe the table's turning, and Arsenal starting to bottle stuff, but we can't argue with the fact that Arsenal had an incredible start to the season. Gabriel Jesus is absolutely firing away for Arsenal whilst not getting called up to Brazil, which is a bit bizarre in my opinion, but it is what it is. Richie is getting the call up and still banging goals for Brazil. I mean, it's incredible. It's incredible. You love to see it. But the one thing that did very much annoy me was a racial abuse that Richarlison got. He got thrown a banana at him, and personally, I don't think that's fair. 2022, come on, guys, grow up already. But let's look at Arsenal's record, because in the past, well, we said it earlier, but in the past 11 matches against Tottenham at the Emirates, Arsenal are unbeaten. And now that is a hell of a stat going in. I mean, you don't want to be Tottenham going into this game and looking at Arsenal and thinking, wow, they are unbeaten in 11 matches. Arsenal are more forwards than James Ford Prowse. Mate, I love that. Bring in questions. Come on, guys. Like, fire away with the questions. I really want to interact with you guys. I feel like you guys deserve to be more interactive. So let's interact with you guys more. Send in the questions, and I'd love to answer. If you're new, subscribe to the channel if you're new. So we got Arsenal, who are unbeaten in the last 11 matches, and Tottenham's last win at the Emirates was a 3-2 win. I mean, look, it's number one, we can expect lots of goals, that's for sure. Our score prediction is going to be noted at the end of the video, but I mean my score prediction. But for now, as you can see, it's looking like Arsenal are going to win. But I'm going to go into this fixture looking very, very positive, because our players have gone to international duty. They've not stopped playing football, unlike Arsenal players who some of them have stopped playing football. Saliba is a dangerous player. Gabriel Jesus is a dangerous player. Saka is a dangerous player. But some are actually out. So let's look at the team news for the Tottenham Hotspur versus Arsenal. Arsenal received positive news on Kieran Tierney's fitness ahead of the North London derby with Tottenham on Saturdays, and remain hopeful that Thomas Partey, Alexander Zinchenko, and Takehiro Tomiyasu could all be available. That's according to Football London. So I've heard also that that's mainly the players that are out. There's also Emil Smith-Rowe, who is out for the North London derby. It's looking like he's not going to be back. But let's look at the more important bits of the team news, and that's regarding Tottenham Hotspur. So Antonio Conte did not want to give away anything to the Arsenal board to give them any ahead and to look ahead of the game, to make them one step ahead of us. So he did not want to give anything away, and he went and so as follows. There's a couple of physical problems at the team. Obviously, you've got Kulusevski, who came back with a slight hamstring problem. Not too sure what the problem was there, but he is looking like he's going to be missing the North London derby. And then we got some minor doubters, minor doubt for the game. We got Hugo Lloris, who's a minor doubt for the game, and Ben Davies is a minor doubt. So just for the younger fans out there, it doesn't mean that they're missing the game. It means that they're most likely going to play. Just they could be maybe they might not play, but most likely they are going to play. So the major doubt into the game is Lucas Moura. Obviously, Lucas Moura has missed Tottenham's last 6 games in all competitions due to a tendon problem. But Conte was hopeful that the Brazilian would be available for the North London derby prior to the international break. So it's looking like he's not going to be ready for the game versus the Arsenal. And to have him as well in attack, especially now that Kulusevski is injured, you got to feel for Kulusevski. But Lucas Moura, hopefully he will be back. For now, as in today, in the 29th of September, it's looking like Lucas Moura is not fit to play due to his tendon injury. We've also got a minor doubt from Hugo Lloris. Obviously, concern was raised over Hugo Lloris after the Tottenham number 1 pulled out of France's Nation League game with a thigh injury. So he's had a couple of thigh injuries, if I'm not mistaken, throughout the years of his playing career. But he was described as a small one, so he could be ready to return for the Emirates game. That's what I read on Twitter. So look, in terms of the injuries, that's really it. We got one more, which is a minor doubt. It was also Ben Davies missed Spurs win over Leicester prior to the international break with a knee problem he sustained in the Champions League loss to Sporting Lisbon. The Wales international was not available for the Nations League, but may be given the green light for the weekend. So still not too sure if that will happen, but we'll have to see. Once again, just reminding the people, if you guys want to join the live and talk to me, you guys just need to click on that, and you'll be automatically uploaded to the stream, and you guys can have a say in the live stream. So we've also got so that's the main bits. That's the team news. So it's looking like Ben Davies is not going to be included. Who else? It's going to be Kulusevski is not going to be included. We've got Hugo Lloris who might not be included, and Lucas Moura who's definitely not going to be included. So it's looking like it's going to be a shaky one for Tottenham in terms of the players who are unavailable. But in my predicted lineup that I did with Mad About Spurs, we both predicted. I'll share the screen right now. Share screen window. Nope. Here we go. We both share screen. We both predicted. Let's put this up here. Let's take off the banner because we can't have this like this, can we? And let's take this off. All right. So we both predicted that Richarlison would start on right because of the Kulusevski injury. Langley would be swapping Dyer, and Lloris's injury is probably not going to happen. He's probably going to play. I don't think it's a mad injury, and especially it's a minor injury. So that's our lineup prediction. But let's go through it. We got Hugo Lloris in goal. Obviously, the thigh injury. Christian Romero, who had problems with his visa, probably most likely. I mean, he will be back for the North London derby, and he can't wait to play. I bet he's going to be excited to play against Saka or Gabriel Jesus. Going to put them in place for once. Then we got Dyer, who's well done to him. He's been called up for the England squad. Might not have had the best debut, but it is what it is. It's nice to see him back in the England squad. Lenglet, who's back in the lineup. I mean, you'd say back in the lineup. Emerson on the right-hand side. Perisic on the left-hand side. Højbjerg, who had a fantastic game. I had fantastic time in Denmark with his teammates. Played fantastic football. Bentancur on the right-hand side of the centre mid role. We got Chelsea fan. Please beat Arsenal. I want to see their fans cry like babies, lol. Mate, I'm totally with you. Hit the like button, people. Appreciate it. If you want to come join, you're more than welcome. Love to hear your say. We've got Sonny on the left-hand side, Harry Kane up front with Richie on the right-hand side. It's going to be interesting. I feel like we got some big fixtures coming up. Let's have a look at the fixtures Tottenham to play, because so far that is the formation that we are looking to play right now currently. So it'll be debatable whether we can get the win or not. We got Arsenal, then we got Frankfurt, Brighton, and then Frankfurt again. So we got a lot of big games ahead of us. So we're gonna be looking for the dub in all the games. Now we've got some other interesting topics to talk about. Now let's first of all look at the fact of I need to put the banner back, lads. I need to put the banners back. Oh, there we go. Let's look at the formation, because this formation has been a bit tricky on us. I mean, 5-3-2, or is it a 3-4-3? Which one would you guys go for? Personally, on my lineup, I did go for a 5-3-2, as you guys can see. I decided to go for that simply because, I went for a 3-4-3 simply because of the fact that Antonio Conte, Bissouma's not really fit into the role straight away yet and needs more time, in my opinion. Let's just have a look back at the lineup that I did. And as you guys can see here, it's looking something like this. Now, I went for the 3 in the midfield with the 2 in the midfield instead of the 3, just because Bissouma's still not ready to start, in my opinion. I think he needs to work a little bit harder. Not his fault, it's just tactic analysis. That's really all his problem right now. And yeah, so how it would work essentially would be that Harry Kane would drop back, Richie and Sonny would go forward, and then you'd play Harry Kane playing balls to Richie and Sonny. That's what it's most likely going to look like, in my opinion. And then Perisic and Emerson would go on a wide to help support the attackers. So it's going to look like a very attacking team, in my opinion. And I very much see Bentancur going to be controlling the midfield, Højbjerg making the aggressive tackles that we need in the North London derby, and it's going to be a hell of a game, that's for sure. And everyone should be excited for it. I mean, if you're not excited for it, I honestly don't understand why you're not. It's going to be a hell of a game. Now, what else is interesting about this is Sonny's back on form. By the way, guys, if you guys want to join the live stream, link is here. You just need to click on this link right here, automatically added to the live stream, and we can have a debate. I've got some interesting topics that I would like to debate with you guys. Only if someone comes join the live stream, no pressure. So Sonny's back on form, scored a couple of goals for South Korea, including a free kick. Now, I think it's important to address the fact that Sonny needs to be on free kicks. Now I don't know how this is how this. Oh wait, we just got a rumor. Quick rumor here. James Maddison has told friends he would jump at chance to join Tottenham and is confident of securing a Champions League move next year. That's according to the Football Insider. So that's very interesting, guys. But I do want to address the fact that Antonio Conte did say regarding Son free kick, because that, in my opinion, is important because we've got Harry Kane who's on free kicks, and here, let's look at this. Da 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 da. While Conte says Kane, Son, and Dyer are all options from free kicks, it is often that Kane picks the ball up. Son and Dyer have proven over time that they are specialists from dead ball opportunities, but they are not going to overrule Kane. However, the pressure from fans, especially since Son's strike from South Korea and his numbers from free kicks, has gone to convince Kane to take a step back. He has got to allow Son or Dyer to start taking more for the good of Spurs. I like that. That's according to HITC. All right. So let's look at what Antonio Conte did say, because it's interesting. It's interesting. I like what Antonio Conte had to say. Now, here we go. Let's just scroll down. Where is it? Spurs. Conte on Son taking. Yes, but Son is one of the three players who have the task to take set pieces. We gave Harry and Eric. We have him, Harry, and Eric Dyer. For sure, now he has great confidence because he has scored. So it's looking like Antonio Conte is still not on the verge of giving up Harry Kane for Shimon Son free kick. Still unknown what's going to happen, but it's all about time to see Son take a free kick. I think it's important that we get to see Sonny take that free kick, especially now that he's got the confidence after smashing it up there with South Korea. So let's have a couple looks at this formation 5-2. So for sure it could be a good option because we have a midfielders who are also good at to play in the three. Basuma, when he came in against Leicester, played well and he was really good. He was really good in integrating with Pierre-Emile Højbjerg and Rodrigo Bentancur. This could be an option not only for tomorrow but for the future if we need to rest players, especially when you have this type of situation that has happened when Kulusevski has the injury. Could be an option. That is all according to Antonio Conte. Thoughts about that, guys? What do we think? Come on, guys. Let's comment. I need some questions now. Let's get some debates up because we need to discuss what's happening now with the formation. The 3-4-3 is looking like it's going to be a strong one, but only for counter-attacks. The 5-2 looks like it's going to be a strong one, only if we've got strong enough midfields, which currently it's not looking like we do have strong enough midfields. So where do we go from this? I mean, does Basuma get his start against Arsenal? Do we drop? Do we let go of Kulusevski for the game? Rest Kulusevski for the game. Start Richie ahead of Basuma. I mean, in the meantime, it's all Richie or Basuma. That's basically it. And I think for now, in my opinion, I think it's got to be Richie. Although Antonio Conte is very positive about that formation of 5-3-2, and he very much likes it. Respectfully so, he likes it. And I think it could be a good formation if he does allow it to happen. But it will determine how fast Antonio Conte makes his substitutions. I think the substitutions are key in terms of the game. If Antonio Conte puts the substitutions on the 60th minute or the 70th minute, that's a big difference. 50th minute to the 60th minute, you get the players to get into the game, and by the 70th minute, they're already into the game, they're already ready to show. If you put them in the 75th minute, it takes them 5-10 minutes to get into the game. Once they're into the game, so already the 85th minute, coming up to the 90th minute, what are they going to do in 5 minutes? Personally, I don't think it's fair on Basuma that Antonio Conte is giving him such little time, especially with the likes of Richarlison, who's getting in there pre the 2 goals. He was getting there easily. So it's going to be an interesting game. Now, I would love to continue this, lad, but we need to get some people on. So for next time, I will have some people on for the live stream and have it slightly more interesting. But for now, I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'd very much appreciate a little subscribe button, like a little tick on the subscribe button. But for now, that's all we got to share for you for the match preview: Tottenham Hotspur versus Arsenal, North London derby. Hope you enjoyed it. Come on, you Spurs.